everyone, Zentronium here, and I've been playing around with doing max damage runs, doing tons of max damage to the oak, and I wanted to kind of show how you can do this yourself. I want to make this more accessible for anyone to do it, so you don't need a special start. You know, it's pretty exhilarating to do so much damage, so I just want to show this off. So I have nothing special, right? I just found a goblet. What else am I doing? I found a moon knife. So those are the two things I'm looking for, really, just goblets and moon knives, and we're going to turn that into this max damage build, as you'll see. This is the voiceover, by the way. I wasn't recording while I was playing, but with this setup, I really could. So we'll just keep going. And Carmen is turned on. Of course, this is casual mode where you're allowed to set Carmen to always spawn, because we do need her lucky rolls to make this happen. And I just picked up that shield. Because I can sell it, I can use it to survive a little bit longer. Right now, I'm looking for goblets and moon knives. That is the key to doing this. Look at that. We even found a treasure chest, and that's a really good item to find. But I didn't sell it because I want to get an epic item. That's the other thing I'm looking for, life essence and dreamcatcher. So I've got my chest. I sell it now. Actually, so the Nature's Call is pretty good too for what I'm doing. So I picked that up as well. Another Nature's Call, but it's too expensive to just buy it. And yeah. So this is, I haven't sped anything up. This is real speed right now that I was playing in the game. And I do want to win a game or two. That's why I have the shield on there, because we do want to play the game a little bit. We do want to win a little bit. Eventually we will lose intentionally, maybe. We'll see. Right now I'm just playing the game. Still looking for moon knives and goblets. Make this work. And I think we have a good chance of winning this fight here. Yeah, no problem at all. Then I'm still just really going hard for the Dreamcatcher. And then I guess I can pick up a wild magic too, but I'll probably just sell that because I don't have anything to use it on. And I found the life essence, which is great. So that's what I'm going to switch to. Life essence is the key to making this work eventually. And we're still just looking for moon knives and goblets. That is the way to make this work. And so I did get pretty lucky finding that Dreamcatcher there, but not super lucky. That's pretty reasonable to get these two items by now. It's not too crazy. I did go through several epic chests already. There's another life essence. So pretty good luck with the life essences, but there is a bias now built into the game where you are more likely to get items that you already have, which is kind of cool. I think I like that. Yeah, so we're just playing the game. We got a lot of health there. Used the Dreamcatcher for a while. This was a fairly good opponent. So I picked that other life essence. I'm really looking to get more life essences, more goblets, more moon knives. Any of that stuff will be good. Oh, very nice. And also that, what do you call it? Lost Fragment is good. So I decided, of course, I want this life essence to be at 1 second cooldown as quick as possible. So that's what we're doing right now. And we'll freeze for that other moon knife. No hurry to buy that immediately. But now we can generate even more max HP, and the opponent... They're not... Oh, they got poison, and they've got a moon build going. They're doing a lot of damage. Let's see how we fare against this. Okay, so the opponent did kill me pretty quickly. That's okay. It's day 8. We're about to get extra lives anyway, so no problem. And still looking for more epic items. Treasure chest is always amazing. So now we're back to 4 lives and in good shape. Another lost fragment, really good. And see, I'm just playing the game in pacifist mode, really. Not exactly, because we did use a shield to kill someone earlier. So not 100% pacifist, but, you know, pretty close to pacifist right now. Right now we're being pacifist, of course. And that will be a theme throughout the rest of the game, we'll be pacifist. Life essence is now fully down to 1 second, which is great. Just need to triple that now and I'll be in good shape. Okay, great. And I did win this combat. That was already good. We do want to win here just in case. And got the double Carmen spawn. Doesn't matter either way. Left or right Carmen still gives us lucky rolls, which is what we want. And I got the Cursed Tiara as one of my first items, but we don't need that. Moon Knife, very good. And the Life Essence. That was a great shop. Now I can generate tons of max HP. And maybe I should have thought about putting on a sigil there. I don't know. It's probably fine. I've got a buffer after all of life. And looks like I'm still just looking for life essences and goblets and moon knives right now. I thought that the lost fragment was too expensive at that particular moment. And there we go. That's some good stuff there. We want some of that stuff. Actually, the moon knives are not even important anymore. We need goblets and life essence. So the disadvantage of doing it this way is that you're going to have fewer days to scale because we didn't come in with tons of money and we still need to get our life essence. We still need to find a way to get lots of money, in other words. But we'll get there. Right. And I realized that you can buff the nature's call and get it down to 1 second to start the combat. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to try to get my nature's call to be a bit better. A lot of poison coming in. But luckily, poison doesn't do all that great against max HP. So should still be winning this, I think, just looking at the opponent. Our nature's call down to that 1 second, so we can trigger that right at the start of combat now. Poison is actually doing pretty well against me. I didn't realize they got multicast on their pendant, so that is a lot of poison, but we just barely eke out a win in this combat, so that was actually pretty exciting. Very, very close, but I still had a buffer, so I was okay either way. Then, you know, just looking for stuff. This is a very low econ version, you know. There's the crownforge brew, and that's incredibly important to get that, but I still don't have I need to get a 2-star life essence before I can use the crownforge brew. So I'm actually not going to be able to buy it right now. I'm gonna have to wait and freeze. Because even if I were to buy it, I can afford it. I just wouldn't have enough money to get the triple life essence. So in this shop, I'm gonna have to freeze, and we'll get it next round. Unfortunate though that is, I just don't have enough resources probably to triple my life essence right at this moment. I mean, I could also take a risk and get the crown forge by selling my goblet and some other stuff. And in hindsight, maybe that would have been better because I already have the mirror elixir. It's not that unlikely that I would find another life essence. I just need one more. Okay. So, I think here I was just trying to find that last life essence, but definitely a mistake not to freeze for Crown Forge Brew. So when you try this yourself, Crown Forge Brew should be your priority. I mean, I was lucky to get it. I'm lucky to get it again, but it's not guaranteed. So yeah, definitely don't do what I just did, but that's fine. Just keep watching. We'll see how it turns out. Because of this, I do get to get a lot more goblets. That's another thing I was interested in was boosting my economy by just finding treasure rooms like this. I felt I had so much money, it would just be a shame to freeze and wait, even for a crownforge brew. But thinking back, I think it's just really important to pick that up, especially given how close I was to upgrading life essence again. Yeah, see, I'm gonna get it life essence 2-star right now. So the crownforge brew still was incredibly important. I could definitely have played this better, but it's fine. For the purposes of this video, I think we're totally fine. So, and I messed up again there. I could have upgraded the life essence, but I didn't, and I should have. So I run, I lost out on some health right now, but it doesn't matter all that much, just because upgraded life essence just gives you more health, and I've already got a lot of health. I'm going to get even more next round, and losing is also not a huge deal right now. So, again, not too terrible. So, we'll see if we can pull off a win here. It's already a lot of burn, so I'm a little worried. Just watching the video now. Wow. So, in the end, that was a tie. Amazingly close fight. Somehow, all of that resolved in a tie. Somehow. Amazing, right? But okay, whatever works, I guess. And now what we need is one more. We just need the crownforge brew right now. That's all I'm missing. So I wish I had realized that earlier, but the crownforge brew is incredibly important at this stage. Because once you upgrade the life essence to 3 stars, the life essence will actually start generating income for you. There it is. So I got lucky that my mistake didn't matter in the end. Sometimes you can roll for a really long time and not find the crownforge, so I'm lucky that I found it right now. I just need to raise 200 gold now so I can buy that brew. It's essential to get that immediately. Let's see if we can raise that money. Yeah, so no problem. Just sold some stuff. And now you see this life essence gives you plus 8 gold per trigger, which is really plus 16 because the gold can crit as well. And we're about to get tons of multicast on it. So we're going to make a lot of money, and that will kickstart the rest of the build. You see on day 11, I'm already going to be able to generate tons of money. If I get lucky with this, this is all I need, really. We don't have crazy amounts of money like you would get with a cursed Garnet or something. But we do have enough money, or we will have enough money to have a pretty reasonable chance of getting what we need. And we can do this without, tons of setup or tons of time. We can do it pretty quick. We just need to sit through long fights, but, that's par for the course. And just now we got this life essence going. Casting permanently, for a bit at least. So it should be a few thousand gold here. Yeah, 4,000. Pretty good. Now we're looking for our cursed items that we need. At this point, I guess I can still open chests because they can be good for getting lost fragments, which is still my money engine right now. Oh, I got a Dark Orb. That's very lucky. Now I need dark potions, and I need to pick up a cursed necklace, and crownforge brew, and that's all I need. So I've already found. Oh, I also need the cursed shield too, so I do need to get lucky for that. But I've already found what I need. And if you get lucky, this is exactly like what you need. Picking up that phantom brew to use on the life essence. I was getting a lost fragment just to help my life essence trigger faster and get me more money. We're just stacking that up there. Just looking for any potions as well that will help anything work better. And Night Quill is good for later on. More Night Quill. More lost fragments also good. When you have so much money, you may as well buy this stuff. Anything that will help. We got the 2-star lost fragment. Ultimately, we want two 2-star lost fragments. And what I also want to do is use my Chronomancer potions on the lost fragments. Hopefully I'll do that at some point. I'm getting ready for the setup also with my Dark Orbs in place. The best setup, I believe, is to have 4 Dark Orbs, the item you want to buff, and 1 Cursed Necklace. Nice, we got another crownforge. So I've already got most of the stuff that I need now. We're just missing those potions. Also the Cursed Shield, which is the key to doing tons of damage. You do get a lot of rolls. You don't need to get that terribly lucky, I think, with this amount of gold. And I think probably this is more time efficient, maybe. If I found a Cursed Garnet, I would still use it. But the Cursed Garnet is really not time efficient at all. But this is a very time efficient setup because all you have to do is sit through the fight and then all of a sudden you got thousands of gold. Whereas if you use the Cursed Garnet, that's the item that generates tons of dark items. Then you've got to wait for the Cursed Garnet to do its thing and create all your items, and that can take, 20 minutes, half an hour, whole hour if you've been triggering it a lot. And this way you just get to sit and play the game. You don't need to worry about waiting. It's pretty cool. I do like to play the game after all. Yeah, we should just, yeah, we're doing it. We're buffing that one lost fragment there so that we will get even more multicast on the life essence even faster. Great. Already up to permacast now. The dark items are not doing anything. They're just there for show, I guess. Once I get a dark potion, the lost fragments will become obsolete. We can just use the life essence like that. I think you generate around 8,000 gold like this. Maybe it was 6,000. We'll have to see how much I end up with. The enemy is actually doing a lot of damage. Despite how much HP I'm getting, when you get this much fire stacked on you, you can still die, right? Yeah, so we actually lose. Amazing, right? You wouldn't have expected that, but they did 600,000 damage in time. But all I need to do is put on a dark shield and I'll be safe enough. So I got plenty of gold to play with in this case. We'll just try to find the shield right now, and then we can even start buffing it. But if I get unlucky, if I never find the cursed shield, which is the key to the build, then all this could be for nothing. But at least it didn't take us that long to get here. I mean, it wasn't that hard. So I think this is pretty accessible for anybody. There's some potions, but no dark potion, unfortunately. I pick up some essences, but they don't really matter. You don't need them right now. They're the dark potion. Now we can make our life essence dark. I just need to get my, what do you call it, Dark Orb now to 3 stars, and then my life essence will trigger so much that no one will ever be able to kill me again. So that's what we need to do. As this is low econ, I'm still bothering to buy the stuff that gives me better economy. You don't need to if you don't want to. It's only a little bit of a boost. I should be buying night quills, actually. I didn't realize at the time, but before the oak fight, when you're still ramping up, night quills are still good. Well, nightfalls will lag the fight for the oak, so it's not good, but it's fine if you're going to lag the fights against normal opponents. But if your goal is not world record, if your goal is only to get to 1 quintillion damage, which in my case it was, then you don't need to worry too much. You don't need to lag your fights. You don't need to spend 20 minutes on a fight. So don't put in the night quills unless you want to lag your fight, in other words. So I should be tripling my Dark Orb now, I hope, and then putting the Dark Potion onto my Life Essence. We don't need those lost fragments anymore. So apparently I've decided to put the Crystal Essence onto the Cursed Necklace but you don't need to do that. Maybe I didn't realize until now. Maybe I didn't realize at this point. All I need to do is get a 3-star Dark Orb, but maybe I just didn't realize. Or actually, I think the problem is that I don't have a crownforge brew right now. Is that my problem? I think that's it. Yeah, okay. So, because I don't have a crownforge, I'm desperately searching for one. I get it, yeah. Because you need the crownforge to get the 3-star Dark Orb, and I don't have it yet. So that's my problem. Okay, right. My bad. Okay. Anyway, we can stay alive with the shield. As long as we don't run into too much poison, we'll be okay. I really should get more Dark Orbs anyway, just, for better triggering. I'm not putting in the night pills so that I don't lag my game like crazy. I'm a little bit impatient right now. I mean, in the game, not while I'm editing, but in the game, I was impatient. I was just trying to do something that's, like, accessible and won't take forever. It does still take a while, but it's nowhere near, like, if I was buying garnets, that would be so much longer. So we put in oh, it looks like I do put in a Nightfall, that's interesting. A Night Quill, I mean. And then we'll get that Dark Orb up to 2-star. And, I'm really regretting not buying that Crown Forge potion earlier, but whatever. So now we're lagging the game, like, because of the Night Quill. Actually, I should probably take off that shield, the Dark Shield, and put in another Dark Orb. But I think the last fight scared me. So I want to be super safe. So even though this fight is lagging, it's not too bad. It's not a 20-minute fight. This is only like a 2-minute fight or whatever. So it wasn't too bad. Just 4 days to go. Unfortunately, I haven't even managed to start scaling the Cursed Shield yet. We are getting lots of money with Life Essence. And I just need to find the Crownforge Brew, and then I'll be generating even more money and even more life. We're almost at 1 million life so far. We're getting there. I think I took off the Nightfall because I was tired of getting lag. We'll see if we put that back on or not, or just leave it off. I'm just rolling for Crown Forge right now, and Mirror Potions, I guess, and for Cursed Shield. There's no need to pick up those time tonics or time vials. We can just, ignore them. They're not necessary. I'm really regretting not picking up that Crown Forge brew earlier. So I'm looking for it so hard. Just couldn't resist the allure of taking all those goblets. Fortunately, I still haven't found that Crown Forge brew, so that's a whole day spent rolling. I didn't find what I needed. So I've been pretty lucky, but I could get even more lucky. Just one more Crown Forge brew is necessary here. I think I took off the shield to reduce the lag. I was thinking maybe the lag was reducing the amount of gold I was getting, so I'm testing that out now. So we'll take a look at the outcome here. Okay, so we finished. I should put in more Dark Orbs here. I think that would be better. It wouldn't cause lag, and it would get me even more money, I believe. So hopefully we'll find that stuff we're looking for. It's already day 7. We're running really low on scaling time right now. So this approach, it doesn't generate hundreds of thousands of gold like the Garnet will, but The advantage here is just that it takes so much less time to do this. So this is not a world record kind of strategy. Not really. I mean, it could be, though. If you get lucky enough, it still could be. But it is a very time-efficient strategy for doing a lot of max damage to the oak. So all I'm missing now is my cursed shield, so I'm really hoping to find that as soon as possible. Still, unfortunately, no sign of the cursed shield. So this is the downside. We didn't get a cursed garnet either. So despite spending tons of money, we're missing the generation mechanic that we really need. But luckily, I can get all of these dark orbs, and I can generate a ton of money like this and get a lot of HP. So at least I got that going for me. And just doing that alone will really help with money generation and help find the cursed shield. So at least we'll get a few days of scaling, maybe. Again, I'm not putting in the night fill just because I hate lag. I think it would be optimal to have one night fill in there. Look how cool this looks, right? We're generating so much money. That cursed necklace is permanently triggered. Yeah, if you want to go for more money, you can live with some lag from the night fill, I think. I think it still works. So you would put that in now and just endure the lag. It isn't that bad if you only have one night fill. Alright, great. We're up to 14 million HP, right? Yeah, 14 million HP is pretty good. Can do better. Of course, we'd always do better. Let's just sell the Garnet. It's not necessary anymore. Then, I mean, cool. Why not pick up another necklace? We're looking for First Shield and Crownforge Brew now. This time I have 250,000 gold. So, I mean, I'd say this is far preferable to getting a Garnet. You may not make quite as much money, but you don't need to spend an hour generating items. So you can do this more times and try to get luckier just in general, in my opinion. Not to say if I found a Garnet, I wouldn't try to pick it up. I mean, like two or 3 days ago. But now I wouldn't anymore. At this point, day 8, too late for Garnet anyway. See, we got another life essence. I could put a dark essence on that and use that one too, if I want to. We got finally got the cursed shield. And now we can get more of them in the shop. So that's good news. Now we need one more. We need the crownforge brew. But we want the cursed shield to be 2-star for the next day or two. So we're actually really good here. I was lucky to find that. I basically got everything I need, except I need one more crownforge. But with the amount of money I've got, and you see, I did find the Garnet there, but I just don't want it. At this point, Garnet is just... There's another one. It's not necessary anymore. We already have all the money we need generated right now, just from the life essence. The faster you get that 3-star life essence, the better you can start scaling. So, look at all the dark orbs in the shop. It takes so long to get the first one. Once you get the first one, though, the avalanche of them just starts. We just need one shield. I think scaling one shield is probably optimal. I think in this run I might do 2 shields, but that's not optimal. Even with the non-optimal, 2 shield scaling, you can still get a quintillion damage. Oh, and we're getting ahead of ourselves though. So we got the crownforge brew. We want to use that on the dark orb right now, because it'll make us even more money and help us scale our shield better. We'll just count on finding more crownforge as we go. We still have a day or two to get it, so we'll see what I do in the game. There's another one. Perfect. So after a long time of not getting any, we get like 3 in a row. I finally remembered to use my value potion on it, But when you have hundreds of thousands of gold, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we just got like so many of those in a row. I wonder if the RNG is okay on those things. But I just got like so many of them in a row. Is it that? Well, anyway, I just think that's kind of funny. So yeah, we want that Dark Orb to be upgraded as well. May as well do that now. Another Cursed Garnet. We don't need that at all. More crownforge. I've already got all the crownforges I need. In fact, there's no reason to be rolling anymore. I just haven't really realized it. Yeah, in your game, once you get to this point, I mean, you're already good. You can stop rolling. You can just spend all your money on leveling if you want. Because of that, I may just skip ahead in the video. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. We'll see if there's anything interesting going on in the shopping. If not, I'll just go ahead and skip to the end, to the next scaling battle, I mean. Because there's still a lot of shopping to do, and there's not really anything to find in the shop anymore. So I'll probably end up skipping this. Actually, okay, so looks like I'm scaling 2 shields, but like I said before, it would be better to scale just 1 shield. And we don't need life essence anymore either. At 14 million HP, no one with poison is going to be able to kill me. You'd have to be astronomically unlucky for that to happen. To run into someone who can do 14 million damage with poison. Pretty unlikely. Our shield will be just off the chart. So I just level a bit. The leveling doesn't do anything. It's just for fun. Yeah, it looks like we're going to scale with this. Again, what I would do right now is take off a necklace, take off a shield, put in 2 more Dark Orbs, 3-star Dark Orbs. I think that's the ideal way to scale. I mean, you could also use some Night Quills if you want to, if you're willing to live with the lag. I'm still not sure exactly the optimal way to scale, but I know this is okay, but it's not the best. Okay, there we go. So we got 5, what was it? I couldn't quite get the number of multicast on the shield there. Can't quite read it. I'll check it again in a second. I'm sure I'll look at it again. But yeah, there was still quite a bit of lag on that fight. I'll just go straight into the next fight. Okay, yeah, there we go. Still a lot of lag there. But I think now we're ready for the oak fight. I'll just go straight into it with this configuration. And actually, I'll be changing some things up to see maybe what works best. So we'll see that as we go. You can see this configuration was not quite good enough to do that quintillion damage. It's right now it's 800 quadrillion, but it's close, and you'll see I'll be able to optimize a bit better as we go. I forgot to mention when you make a 3-star cursed shield, what happens is that it permanently gains shield equivalent to its multicast. And since we've had so much multicast stacked on the shield, well, you get like 6 million permanent shield every time you trigger it, or however, like 600 million, or however much multicast we got on there. This is the next thing I'm trying. Let's see if we get to a trillion. Put quintillion with this. And there you go. With just that one shield, I was able to get the 1 quintillion damage. If I'd been scaling like that all along, it would have been a lot higher. But that's fine. We can try that another time. But there's still one more configuration that's better. But I think we'll see what I do next. Looks like right now I'm going to try to put a night quill in there, which is going to lag terribly. I'll like show you a few seconds of that, then skip to the end because yeah, I'm not going to sit here myself and wait for 20 minutes of fighting. Okay. That wasn't even a quintillion. That's still like 200 quadrillion. So it's not worth putting in the night quill, as you see. It was worse than a dark orb even. So for the oak fight, the night quill just lags you and doesn't do any good. So let's see what I do next. At this point, I'm trying to go like get a ton of HP. Okay. And there we end up with what, like 61 million HP. Not bad, but there's definitely room for improvement. So let's see, what do I do next? Looks like my next test is whether 3 amulets, cursed necklaces, will be, better than dark orbs or not. We'll see. And the verdict is in that dark orbs are better than cursed necklaces. So I think that tip clued me into something, as we'll see in a second. Yeah, at this point I realized that I can go entirely dark orb. Well, we'll watch what happens now. Okay, we get 74 million, so it's slightly better to have 4 dark orbs. And if I had known that, I would have scaled like that the entire time. We could have had a few more quintillion damage, especially if I'd got started a day or two earlier. That's fine. We could try that another time. Right now, the point is just to show that you can get a quintillion damage even without doing crazy scaling. Now I'm going to try to like get the max damage I can get to with my setup here. And in this one, it looks like I forgot to put the crownforge brew on my shield, so we have to go back and do that. That's fine. No big deal. Just do that right away. And now we'll see the max potential I've got for damage to the oak with this build that I've set up here. Let's go. Okay, and there we go. It's 1.7 quintillion damage to the oak. Now, obviously, a lot more damage is possible, and I mean, you could try it for yourself. I think I've shown a pretty accessible way to make this work. You just need to get a little bit lucky in the beginning, but you don't need excessive amounts of luck, and you don't need excessive amounts of resets, I think, in my opinion. Um, Obviously, if you want to go to world record, then you'll wanna do the best run you can. But I think for those of us who just like to, get big numbers, but don't necessarily like to compete for world record, you can totally do this yourself. It's not too bad. It really isn't too bad. Like, you could do it in an afternoon if you want to. Just, try it a few times. Yeah, definitely a lot of room for improvement. Start with this configuration from your scaling days as much as possible. Get as many scaling days as soon as possible. This is all you need. You need a lot of HP to mitigate poison, of course. It's good if you can have a buffer of HP, of lives, in case you run into that insane poison build. But otherwise, yeah, just kind of your shield will protect you while you scale, and get as many scaling days as possible with as many dark orbs as possible. And of course, you got to have that cursed orb as well, cursed necklace. I mean, and that's kind of how you do it. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one.